How you doing? Today is August 29th. Just got through watching Ron Paul's speech on Sunday night. That was the 26th. You can go on YouTube and watch that. Um, if you're into freedom, liberty, I would suggest you look at it, and would ask you to vote for the Libertarian Party. Uh, And I'm sure that most of you realize that it seems to be that it doesn't matter who gets in office. You know, the people's wishes aren't being answered. You know, Obama said he's going to take the troops out. We've been told, so many things, and nothing's really happening. That's for a reason. The big corporations and big pharma, agriculture, basically have special interests and what happens. So, uh, most of the politicians are getting paid off. So, there's a big responsibility in having freedom. And that's what our founding fathers were saying. Jefferson came out after signing the Declaration of Independence, and a lady came up and said, "What kind of government do we have?" And he said, "A republican, ma'am, as long as you can keep it." And basically, ever since that point, it's went downhill. I would say since, I don't know, 1786 or so. Uh, it's been taken over real subtly, slowly. Because if it was to happen immediately, people would see it and stand up. It's been a real sneaky plan by the, I guess you'd say, the New World Order group, the cabal. I made a statement on Facebook on my status that said, most people want to blame someone for whatever's, happened in their life, whether it's good or bad, or typically it's bad. People want to blame someone, and when it's good, they say, "Hey, look what I did." But basically, it goes both ways. What happens in your life is usually a choice you made. So I usually try to think 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of the consequences of my choices, how they affect me, how they may affect others. That's being responsible. And being free, that's how you have to think. And it just seems like nowadays, all everybody wants to think about is what's on TV tonight, or what we're going to have to eat, blah, blah, blah. And that's not really all the choices they want. And they want government to make all the other choices. And that's not what America was made for. Government's supposed to be small. It's supposed to be just a small group of people working together in service for the people. The people make their wishes known to the people in service in government, and they implement those choices that the people make and request. That's the way it's supposed to be, but I guess we can see, surely you see it, I do, government's telling us what to do and how to do and where to be and how to be, what to think, what to say, If you don't say it the right way, you go to jail. If you don't do this the right way, you're going to jail. And, tough shit. And that's what we call freedom. It sounds like a communist country or something to me. And that's why I say being free, having liberty, you got to be responsible. You got to think twice about the choices you make. It's, it's not easy. And I think people nowadays, they don't want that responsibility. They want someone to think for them and believe that they're good and they're going to do the right thing by them. But, money tends to make people greedy. And with as much money that these big corporations and everything's that they're making, it's changed. We're not seeing the wishes of the people being fulfilled. And you've seen that with the health care bill. The people didn't want it, and it happened anyway. The people cried for the troops to be, brought home. That didn't happen. Hell, Obama sent more troops in without even Congress. He was, it's not even resembling what America is supposed to be. And I know there's a strong movement now. There's a lot of people joining the militia because they see this. They're scared. The police are getting very violent when there's no need to be. People getting hurt for no reason. They're trying to take our guns away. And that's all for a reason. I mean, they're trying to bring about the New World Order. And Ron Paul, at least he's put the audit to the Fed. He wants to abolish the Fed. The libertarian movement wants to do this. They want the truth. And most people who are in the libertarian movement, they know the truth. I'm one of them. I've been called crazy, a conspiracist, into conspiracy theories and just way out there. But usually the people who say that do not even look into these things. They go along with mainstream, what the majority of the people say. They don't even think about it. They just go along to get along. But if you do the research, you'll see there's something to it. And if you can sit there and say that 3 buildings can fall in a crowded city as New York, straight down in their footprint, and that's normal, well, maybe you want to study a little bit in physics. Maybe you just want to do a little test yourself. Take a few blocks, get you a little ball or something, and throw it at that block and see if those blocks fall straight down. Or, go over to somebody and tap them in the chest or something, a little force, and see if they fall straight down. Hell, with even more evidence than that, the architect of the building, who constructed the building, said it was designed for a 747 passenger plane, jet, to be able to hit that building and not fall. He said they were sprinkler systems designed especially for that. So I would think he knew the building he built. So anyway, a lot of these things are covered up. They're poo-pooed. They're told they're crazy ideas. It's just a conspiracy. Don't believe. If you believe that, you're like a terrorist. You know, you're against the government. Well, I'd say the government is against you, me, and everyone else who isn't for them. And our founding fathers knew this. That's why Jefferson told the lady, you have a republic, ma'am, as long as you can keep it. Because if we don't stay on top of it, pay attention to what's going on in government, pay attention what laws are being passed. Are these laws that are being passed, is it against the Constitution, our Bill of Rights? Is it the same structure our founding fathers put up for us? No, it ain't. And by all constitutional rights, we should have already taken care of this problem several years ago. I would say since Kennedy. But anyway, I'm just asking you guys to please give Ron Paul, the libertarian movement, a chance. Look into what they believe, what they want for us, and I pray that you vote for them, for your kids' sake, your grandchildren.